Hey, Greg is here. In this episode we will define the items in the game by using resources. So let's create a new script called item resource. To define a class as a resource, we need to inherit from resource instead of node. Before adding anything to your resource, it is advised to create a parameterless constructor. GODOT documentation says it needs this for inspector to function properly. Now let's add some basic characteristics each item will possess, like a name, is item stackable, and the item icon. Build the project. And now we will be able to declare what items will be in our game. Inside data folder, we make folder for all items data in our game. To create and add an item into the game, create resource file and reference the item resource in the inspector. Now you can change the settings of the item you have created. So now we need some icons for our game. In the description to this video I will post a link to the icons. Import them into the game. We have imported a sprite sheet with multiple icons. To pick and use a single icon from the sprite sheet, create Atlas textures. Reference the icon sprite sheet into the Atlas. A region editor will allow you to select exactly which icon we want to use from the sprite sheet. To make it easier, you can change the grid setting on top. So each of our icon is 32 by 32 size. So if you set it like this will make selecting the icon so much easier. Good. And let's add more icons. In the future, if you have a lot of icons, it is better to automate this process. Let me know in the comments if you want to show you how to do this. So now we have icons, and let's use those icons in our items. Let's add few more items. Use the icons. So create a few more items into our game. Good. Now we have items with icons. To show the icons on the item slot, open the button script and create a new method called set. Pass the new icon to set as a parameter. Where we will apply icon to the button icon. So back to inventory UI, and to test our set function, let's force feed it with icons to show. So create two fields for item resource. Then inside init, let's set the icon from test item. We can use if statement like this to create a sequence which will flip between test and test2 item. Let's test this. Make sure you build the game, always, so we can reference our items for testing. Set the reference to 2 items we will be using. Good, our icons show up. In the next episode, we will actually implement an inventory for our player and show its contents on the screen. Thank you for watching, likes, comments, subscribe, and see you in the next episode.